The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 180, The Curse. With a sigh, she continued, I'd never forgive myself if something happens to the kids or Tobar because I allowed myself to cross that line. As if revealing a deep secret, she added, after Tobar and the kids drove off, I went back to bed and fell asleep. I dreamed that the floor under the house had disappeared, and the children and Tobar were hanging from the curtains, fighting to avoid falling into the catacomb. They sat in silence for a moment before Rita asked, Can you see Nara? Rosen replied, No, I can't see her like Nuria can. I can only sense her presence when she's around. Rita wondered, why doesn't she live here with us? Rosen explained, I'm afraid it might negatively affect Nuria and Pal's upbringing. Already in the house, we talk almost only about divination and other supernatural phenomena. She added, Espanto shouldn't have been here either, but a cat makes its own decisions, completely indifferent to what you think. As if trying to justify her decision, she continued, I don't mind if Nuria becomes a medicine woman, but she should have the chance to be something else. I want her and Pal to form their own impressions of the world, get an education, and choose their paths. She smiled, saying, back then, I had to choose between letting Nuria have Nara in her room or agreeing to her wish for an au pair girl. I chose the au pair girl, who turned out to be you. It was clear that Rosen had preferred an au pair girl over Nara to have another young presence around Nuria. But it hadn't gone according to plan either, as Rita was preoccupied with supernatural phenomena and felt like a witch inside. She asked, Do you visit Nara in the library? Rosen replied, No, she occasionally comes here. She looked at Rita and asked, Can't you feel her presence? Rita responded softly, No, not really. I guess those abilities require more training. She didn't mention that she could sense the smell of rosewater when Nara was around. Pulling the duvet over her shoulders, she remarked, I guess winter is approaching. Rosen looked at the yellow and orange grape leaves that had fallen from the wrought iron pergola above their heads and covered the porch and said, I swept it all yesterday. Look how much has fallen overnight. Glancing at the clusters of ripe grapes on the vine and the overgrown pergola, she looked at the overcast sky, commenting, I hope the sky doesn't get too cloudy. Otherwise, the kids and Tobar will miss the sunrise.